But Enrique, when you first came to Taiwan, was there any culture shock for you?
Yeah, the shoes.
Yeah, what was the most shock? Like, what was the biggest culture shock for you?
Ooh, wow. A lot of shock. First, the older guys never apologize.
Older guys?
Yeah, never apologize. Why? It's because in Peru, in Latin America, the older people are the teacher of the younger generation. So the older people need to show the new generation how is the life, how be polite, how say thank you, appreciate. Oh, I'm so sorry if I make this mistake. But in Taiwan, the older people is like, no, I'm older. I am the right.
But how did you encounter this?
Old people?
Because
directors
because I with my father-in-law. I love my father-in-law. With my father-in-law. I love my father-in-law.
I'm sure he loves you, but he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
It's a love and hate relationship. It has nothing to do with like culture or anything.
It's like we can stay in one place.
Yeah,
together.
Just because you fucked his daughter. I think that's it.
I think that's not a problem. I think we have a more biggest problem than that. But that is that. I found that. So I was like
it's hard for him.
Yeah. I think was one moment we didn't understand each other. And plus I can't speak Taiwanese or Chinese. So I don't understand. We explode in that moment. He just say, and then I said, what the fuck? So
Did you say what the fuck in front of him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
What's going on? What's going on? What the fuck?
What was the
situation?
Yeah, what was the situation?
Well, I was carry a lot of bags because I was close to record my first short film in Taiwan. And I need to bring the whole things inside of my house because it's really big, the light, the boom, the whole stuff. Yeah. So it's like in that moment, I just opened the door and because I need to carry the whole things, I need to be really quickly because, the insect and the whole stuff can go inside of the house. So in that moment, when my father-in-law come in, I say, what? You didn't close the door. You need to close the door. You need to close the door. And I say, but you don't look at me, bro. Look this.
That fucking help me.
Yeah, maybe you can help me, but no, he just come in and say, why you didn't close the door? Why you didn't close the door? Close the door, close the door. And I was like, I'm so pissed off. And I told to my wife, hey, I think your father needs to apologize because it was not my fault. I tried to do, of course, I closed the door, but I tried to carry the whole things and I couldn't be alone.
Was that your house or his house?
In that moment was his house. Yeah, in that moment was his house. So, but it's the same. In Taiwan, you can see one point of view, and I can understand about the door, but I can't understand why he told me in that way. Have a lot of ways to talk. That's the reason. You see, my point every time that I try to argue with another people, I try to be.
Did you pull out a notebook in front of your father-in-law as well?
No, because in that moment I can write in Chinese.
What was the reason that I really needed to?
Repeat me. What do you say? So I can take another. No. It's not that. So I told to my wife, and my wife just told me East Taiwan, you need to understand that older people every time are right. They are not.
Well, I think it's for that situation. There's no way to fix it.
There's no right and wrong. Just say, oh, I'm sorry. Please help me.
No. Wait, it's not right, wrong. It's really right if you go to another people and tell in that way.
No, I don't think so. But it's your daughter's father, and I would just do a little more just for my wife. Yeah. If I were you, that's it. Just to make her situation a little less difficult.
Because she's the one in between, right?
Yeah. Don't make her a sandwich.
Yeah.
But
if you are in that one relation, you are in the sandwich. If your husband, your mother-in-law have one problem with you, you are going to solve with who?
My mother-in-law has a brothel and she's really cool. She cursed in front of me and we're cool. So it's a little different.
Okay.
Wait, but are you for real?
Yeah. Not like brothel, but tea place.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not really a brothel, but I tried to connect to you.
Or Vietnamese.
Good. I think we are in our family is in the same way.
So Kylie can connect with you.
We can connect with you. Yeah. The first time I went there and she was like, oh, this is a new girl. You want to come up and start working. That's what she told me. I'm cool with that.
Oh, you're good. Let me see it now.
So how old are you? A little too old. That kind of stuff. It was really funny. So the situation's a little different.
Yeah, but that's one of the first
culture shock. Yeah.
The second shock, that parents in Taiwan.
Parents in Taiwan.
Yeah, really strict.
Yeah. When did you encounter your parents in Taiwan? Like, what do you do right now, actually?
Well, how
Other than acting, like
it's-
why would you-
editing.
I mean, by what situation did you encounter parents in Taiwan?
most of my classmates in the university, they don't know why they study communication of art.
Oh, you mean? Oh, wow.
It's because the parents say, okay, you need to do this because
Yeah.
your whole childhood you study so hard and you need to finish your exam and your exam need to be a really great. And the parents have a lot of big expectation of the child to be the best when they really don't know what is the reality of your child.
I agree.
that
That happens
is
to a
the
lot of
problem
people.
in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so-
traditional Taiwanese parents.
My parents, when I was child, my parents were so lovely. My mother, I love my mother with my whole heart. My father, he gave me really bad advice, but
Bad advice. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean bad advice?
But later we can tell. Just take a note about that question. We are going to later because I'm going to tell you it's a really bad advice. But the parents that were really strict. Maybe not in your case. I know your case. I know your family. So maybe not your case, but most of them, my classmates, they don't know why they study communication of art. They just want to finish the university, graduate, and work in McDonald's or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
working one in Liaodian. So I say
Oh, really?
In Liaodian.
in Liaodian. So I
You
say.
mean your classmates in Wenzhou?
Yeah, they really don't know
What?
why they're working.
Really?
Why they study communication art. I say, bro, I have a passion. I love to do this. I really want to do this. I want to be an actor. I want to study about cinema. I learn about Martin Scorsese. Another thing. And my classmate was,
Cool.
so I
Oh,
tell you,
yeah.
yeah. So have a lot of, it's the influence of the parents in Taiwan. And that's another shock for me. And I say,
I mean, stereotypically speaking, I think Kaohsiung probably has stronger, traditional values that parents expect too much of the kids. I think
I don't know.
Taipei parents might be a little better.
是哦.
Yeah, because I give speeches in Wenzhou before.
Yeah.
Like that was like 5-6 years ago. I think they're really cool, and a lot of them want to be interpreter, and they ask me a lot of questions. How is it possible to go there? Do they have to move to Taipei to get more jobs, more opportunity as interpreters? So I think they're cool. But
yeah, you say Wenzhou is a language university. So
Yeah.
communication of art is like in the second, in the background develop. It's not really big develop.
So
I
it's
think,
not people's like first choice when they go.
Yeah.
I suppose.
But you have a one exam just like this.
yeah, that's
no-
true. Yeah, that's another story.
Yeah.
If I tell you, if you have a one opportunity to apply to one university for one career, for example, communication of art, and in the exam you are going to resolve question about arts, literature, maybe verbal thinking or something like that, would you take that exam? Is more better for you than the normal exam that you take?
I mean, it depends. I'm in the middle of the educational transformation in Taiwan, so I actually took 2 exams when I went to high school and also college. So it's a little different. I think they have like 2 ways you apply to schools, but you also, if you didn't get it in the schools, you can also get the one exam to like try to get to different schools.
Because in Peru, the whole university have a different exam for different career.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I didn't take math in my exam for the university. I take just literature, geography, history of Peru, verbal thinking, nothing more.
Wow.
But when you were in high school, did you know what you really want to do? Like it was
Yeah.
clear, or
The parents in Peru, they ask you, what do you want to do? You want to dance? Okay, we can, after the class, we
I
finish
think
the class
that's
3
cool.
p.m.
So when did they start asking you what do you want to do? Like around what age?
Well,
do they-
Sinasa, remember every time my mother told me, like, what do you want to do this summer vacation? Do you want to go to swimming? Maybe you can do some sport, judo, karate. So, and then when she saw that I have one skill that can be potential developed, she told me, okay, after the class, you can take more extra course, artistic course, artist class. And I take cinema course, I take computer tech course, I take a language course, but I'm so bad, so I just take 1 year. Like that.
Around what age did you find
start
out,
taking
like,
all these
yeah.
courses? Was it common in Peru that all these parents are pretty liberal?
100%.
And then,
Or
okay, not just because your family
No,
are
not just my
richer,
family.
because you guys have
Yeah.
like,
brothels?
so you guys, because like taking all these classes cost money too.
Yeah, so that is the different shock for me when I come to Taiwan. I say,
Yeah.
why the kids study until that 9 p.m., 6
Yeah, I
p.m.?
agree.
Because
I really
in
hate
Taiwan,
that.
I think
I
it's
really
kind of
hate
messed
that.
up because I don't think people start to think for themselves until they graduated from college.
College.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know what they like until they started working.
Because I don't think we encourage enough for kids to make mistakes. So they
But
always
they are
want to.
kids.
Yeah, I know. So I think that I agree. I think we should encourage our kids to have a lot of mistakes so they can try and errors.
Salud.
Yeah, right. Salud.
Salute.